Sports Sunday. Yesterday, they were talking about concussion in the NRL. They were talking about Brendan Elliott and his knock in the Knights game against South Sydney. We've got a little grab here from Peter Fitzsimons.
I simply do not understand how you say you're taking concussion seriously and that guy is allowed to stay out there without even an assessment on the first time. Okay, you've got to get this right. You have a moral duty, you have a legal duty. The game has changed. You've changed the protocol.
Thoughts on that, Matthew?
Yeah, the medical community, look, they're calling for clubs to get serious about concussions, and the clubs are saying to the NRL, help us, because with the pressure on the line, the game on the line, everything going on, there's no doubt about it, that it's having an influence on players coming off or staying on. Now, this should not be the case, but it is a fact. And I think that it is time. This has been something that has been spoken about for as long as this concussion issue has really come up the last 2 or 3 seasons in particular. An 18th man who sits there and the ability to use them in the event of a concussed player. And for mine, it is a no-brainer.
Yeah, I've got to go one step further and say we've got to have a squad of 20 on game day. If we really want to get serious with concussion and every player who gets concussed has got to leave the field and not go back on the field, we want to have some games 11 against 9.
Do you know what, and MG, would there be anything wrong with having an 18th player, 18th man who sits there, and the other 2 players, like you're saying, have taken part in one of the earlier games?
No.
Like it used to in the old days.
I could be in a 20s player, up-and-coming 20s player. It could be intra-cups.
Can I ask you this? So if Brendan Elliott goes off there, your 18th man comes on.
Yep.
So where's Elliott's getting tested?
Yep.
And so the 18th man's on, you've got a fresh man. The team's not, down to 12 men or down to less on the.
Yes, because
what about Titans
But then as soon as
Elliott
Elliott comes back on and he's been okayed, then the 18th man just comes back off again.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Simple as that. Why don't they do it? It's so simple.
Because
I don't know.
I don't know why they don't do it. I've got no idea.
Yeah,
if we really want to get tough with concussion, and we are, and I love the way the NRL is heading, because we don't want to see blokes out there stumbling and falling after a big knock. But on the weekend was friendly fire at Newcastle, and Nathan Brown made really good point after the game, saying that, look, as Matty said, we need some help. I don't want my player out there ginger or groggy, but if I bring him off, I've got 12 players on the field.
It's hard, isn't it? At the moment, you've got the medical department and the football department looking for opposite things. The football department are in the business of winning. The medical department that's in the interest of player welfare, and at the moment, they're finding it really hard to get this balance right. But the NRL can help here by introducing this 18th man.
And an independent doctor at each ground.
It was a bad look, wasn't it, Brendan Elliott? The first one, lying on his back, and he was lying there still, his leg just sort of twitching. You're going, oh, my God.
Exactly. But even Dugan yesterday in the Dragons game, that was friendly fire as well. They said that was a jaw injury. But
it's still a head injury.
I looked at it. It's still in the head. He had to come off and be looked at. And the fact that he wasn't.
I know you've never been hit, right? But sometimes if you get hit in the jaw, you still get knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely you do. It's a sweet spot. It's right on the sweet spot there. Very interesting one. If you get a chance to have one of the replays this week, I want you to show you the pressure that the medical staff are under, because Tom Travojevic early in the game cops a bit of a head knock. Now Tom gets to his feet and Tom says to the Melbourne trainer, I'm fine. I'm fine. And the trainer's obviously saying to Tom, mate,
you've got to come off.
You've just got to come off. I want to check you out.
It was his ankle, wasn't
it? Tom, no. Well, it was a hit to the head.
Okay.
Hit to the head.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he came off, but all the way off, Tom is cursing.
Yeah,
he's cursing, and he's looking at the doctor. Looking at the trainer, and good on the trainer. He said, "No, I've got to stand my digs here. I'm worried about your welfare." Tom absolutely did not want to come off, and he was absolutely filthy about it. And you could see the pressure that trainer was under. Now, I want you to think about if that is the grand final with 5 minutes to go. What sort of pressure the medical officer or the trainer is under in that situation? When Jonathan Thurston says, no, I'm fine, I want to stay out there, and he knows he's knocked out.
Yeah. There's no way the trainer's going to say, sorry, JT, come off that situation.
I think what the NRL are worried about is teams or clubs, trying to, as I always do, find a way around that 18th man scenario and fake a head injury.
Yeah, well, people abuse it.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you've got the utility.
Would clubs do that, do you think?
Hello.
They want to win.
They want to win, mate, at all costs, as Matty just said. It's
right.
Win. And you know what? Maybe that 18th man's got to be utility. He can't be a forward specialist. He can't be a back specialist. He's got to be someone who can play every position.
So do the trainers ask questions when the trainer runs out and someone's had a head knock? Are they asking them things like, what day is it? Who did we play last week? Things like that?
What's the score?
Where are we?
Where are we?
Yeah.
Do they test that?
I don't know on the field. I think a lot of it's just common sense. I think if a trainer comes on the field and he looks at a player, he knows straight away if the guy has lost consciousness momentarily, and I think that's enough for them to say, come on.